Welcome back inside the league. And BMAC, we are joined every Tuesday by our guy, the one-man gang, Lorenzo Alexander in Buffalo. The Bills, nice win this past week on the road against Kansas City. You guys have had two of the better wins on the road this year at KC on Sunday and earlier in the year when you went down to the ATL and won. Which one do you, I know some people are surprised, I know you're not. Did this win feel any different than some of the other wins you've had this year?
No, not at all. I mean, obviously the biggest difference is it came after a 3-game losing streak. But it was just finally an opportunity for us as a defense to get back to how we were playing early in the season. And that's how we got to win games this year. You know, playing good, strong defense, good, strong special teams, allowing our offense to move the ball up and down the field and try to control the clock that way with Shady and obviously with Tyrod extending plays with his feet. And as long as we have that cohesiveness in all three phases, we'll be just fine.
Talking about the defense, though, you know, the 3-game losing streak, the defense was having issues, you know, stopping the opposing offense. But this past Sunday, I mean, you guys just dominated the Kansas City Chiefs as far as running the football and throwing the football. What did you guys do differently leading up to that ball game that ultimately led to an outstanding performance from your defense?
Yeah, schematically, we made just a small minor change in how we were bumping to the jet motion or the ghost motion when the wide receiver flies across the quarterback, faking that reverse or going back behind the running back, like it be an end around. And weeks prior versus the Jets and really against the Saints and the Chargers, we were bumping the linebackers. So our linebackers really weren't able to play downhill like we're accustomed to, like we're doing early in the season. So we're bumping and then have to react. Last week, we allowed our safety to do the bumping and allowed our linebackers to play straight downhill, got back to that physical football, taking the double teams off our D linemen, and was able to shut down the run game. And whenever time you're able to make a team run dimensional, you have a high success rate, especially with our defense of winning the game.
So talking about the issues you guys had with the jet motion and the sweep, we know it's a copycat league. Do you expect to see the Patriots try to incorporate some of that into their offensive format?
Well, they can, but if you look at last week, the Kansas City Chiefs tried to do the same thing, and I think with our game plan, we played it a lot better. And once you snuff that stuff out, and knowing the Patriots and Belichick, they're going to try to see if we still got it fixed. You snuff it out the first couple of times, and you shut it down. So that's in my mindset. We fixed an issue, and we'll move on. And as they come up in the game, we'll try to make adjustments as they happen.
All right, so you guys got 5 games left. Right now, you are tied for that last wild card spot in the AFC. 2 of those games down the stretch against the Patriots. Sean McDermott said, preparing for the Pats, it's a headache. I guess that's an understatement. How do you prepare for Tom Brady and the rest of that offense?
I mean, obviously, they have probably the best quarterback to play this game in our era. Couple that with one of the best head coaches of our era. So they're definitely a hard football team, and mainly because they're well coached. They don't beat themselves, and they take advantage of every mistake you have. So it's really not about scheme. Obviously, you want to come in, play physical, do all those things. You try to, maybe make Tom Brady pat the ball. But at the end of the day, you just have to play sound, fundamental football, be where you need to be, and don't make boneheaded, mistakes, whether it's a 15-yard roughing the pass or other penalties like that, offense or defense, because when you do that, a team well coached like that takes advantage of it. You can't turn the ball over because Tom Brady's going to score. So it's going to be a field position game and playing real fundamentally sound, mistake-free football. And if you can do that, find yourself in the fourth quarter with a chance of beating Tom Brady, that's the best way about going about it, and as well as hitting him. All the teams I've ever seen him really dominate the Patriots, they got after Tom Brady. Not necessarily sacking him, but getting to him and hitting him often.
I got to ask you about something, because this has kind of been getting around the internet, and we saw Zay Jones get up in a very freakish manner. It was almost like how did he do that? It was like a reverse Michael Jackson smooth criminal thing.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm actually going to ask him to replicate that tomorrow in practice. The dude is young. I don't know. He got them young bones. There must be something in the water they drinking down there in Texas. I don't know. It's freaky, man. I thought they had dubbed the tape or put it in reverse. It's crazy how he could do it. I would have hurt myself doing that.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. I was thinking, was this like trick photography or something?
I mean, it was scary. It was actually scary.
The force is strong with that one. That's all I can say. The force is strong.
Lorenzo, best of luck on Sunday against the Patriots. We appreciate the time as always, my friend.
I appreciate you guys.